Good evening, one and all. We are now live.
Good evening.
Screen.
Morning.
What about that? We are nearly on time. Well done us, or well done me, I suppose, because it's normally my fault when we're not. Before I say hello to everyone, I said tonight we'd be happier if England won, and well, we only went and gone and done it.
It's coming home. Yeah. It's coming home.
Yeah, I think we'll do it. I do think we'll do it. I really do.
Speak for yourselves.
No, right, we'll do it.
Listen, we won't get a better fucking chance than this. Not a better chance than this.
How many years have we been hearing it's coming home? How many years? Come on. What was that release? 96? 91?
I'll give you. I know. I totally understand what you're saying, boy. But the facts are this, right? We have in all the teams left, and this is a fact. We've got the best squad left in the tournament, so there's no reason why we can't go and win it. There's no rhyme or reason why we can't.
I'm sure we'll come to football.
I don't know how many.
I'm sure we'll come to football.
God. I'll tell you what, come back and see me on the 12th of July. I'll be celebrating the 12th of July no matter what, but come back and see me on the 12th of July.
There's only one of us sitting here that was actually alive when England last beat Germany in the World Cup. Do you realise that?
I know, and have you heard him going on?
That was like 1966, weren't it?
Up there.
It's me.
Up there.
It's up there. Right, let's say good evening to a few people in chat. Good evening, one and all. Sorry about that. I knew it was going to happen tonight. I just knew tonight. I'm guessing it's going to be unruly. I don't know why. we had a little skip last week because of the football, but fortunately tonight they played earlier, so you get the best of everything tonight. So, good evening, Robert Thompson, first in chat. Evening, TVP. Evening, Manic. Matt Polly, Frank and Miser, Mick King, Fletch Rowan, Fletch again. There's a lot of football talk going on in there, I think. Mick King again. Adrian Mason. Good evening, Adrian. 1717. Cycle Scooby. Matt Polly, I said. What's that? Pulled them by. I think that's pulled them by. Have I said that right? I think so. Scott Lee. Evening, Scott. Patrick Pyle, Jason Lee, Dion78, David Fisher, scrolling down, Scott Morrison, I think I said, Andy Harris, I think I said, if not, I have now, Chris Horton, Kieran, another vape channel, good evening to you. I think you've got a birthday coming soon, haven't you, Kieran? I think you have, not sure. Nita, evening, Nita. Mark Trigwell, Daniel, one of my spanners, my senior spanner. Shall we call him senior spanner?
No, we'll call him. He's still a junior spanner, all
right? Mark Trigwell, Rob, UK Vapester. Good evening, Adrian Mason. I think I'm dead, but if not, I have again. Vern, evening, Vern. Laurie, good evening, Laurie. I'll put you on broadcast, Laurie, because I get told off when I don't mention you enough. I know you give me a hard time. And you're going to have a go about my background again tonight. I know you are. Jackie Chan, good evening. Andy Harris. Who else have we got here? Fletch, I've said. Mark John, good evening, Mark. Spanner number 2. Actually, number 3, because Kieran's in there as well, wasn't he? Lynn Smith, evening, Lynn. Rawston, good evening, Rawston. Boris, good evening, Boris. I hear one of your colleagues was in a little bit of trouble this week. Tut. McTavish, good evening to you. Hope you're feeling a little better. More about that perhaps in a little while, for those who don't know. AVFC Vapor. David Adair, good evening, David. Helen Knight, good God, there's some people. How many have we got in here tonight? Seems like there's loads tonight. Roy, Eden Roy. Paul Broomfield. That's because I know Bloomfield. Sorry, Paul. I'll pronounce it right. Paul Broomfield. It's coming home. Jason Lee, I think I've said. And I'm down to the Black Country Vapor. Good evening, Black Country Vapor. And Scott Moyle. I'm there. I've done. I'm to the bottom. Oh, hello. What's Mark vaping on there? That's a sneaky new bit of kit there, Mark.
It's not new at all. It's no.
I think
new.
it's a sneaky new bit of kit. So let's do what
Well,
we're vaping on tonight, and we'll start with you.
It's nothing new. All right, I'll go first then. So tonight I'm on the Lustro Stabwood edition with the QP25 on top and some Kernel the Black in there.
That's not just what you had in your hand just there now.
No, it's
That's
not.
not what you had, was it?
I'll do that last. I'm on the SQ Mono, the DNA 75 with the black Carfon on and the new the V2 pin inside there, which is that is amazing, by the way. I'm on the Geminis tank with the new Vandivape Jackaroo Mini mod on top of there. That's got some just jamming. And I'm on the Converter mod from Mr. Naturevape and Ambition mod. So, yeah, I've got the Converter mod with the Carefun 22 on, with the V2 pin in there as well. And I've got to say, thoroughly liking this mod. I am. I will say one thing, Mark. It takes a bit of getting used to where that fire button is on the side.
You can move the fire button to where you want it to be.
You can, but then you can't see the fucking screen.
You don't need to see the screen. If you've got it set, you don't need to see the screen
I
afterwards.
understand that, Roy, but look, like, it would irritate me knowing that the screen is blocked. And, yeah, so just... listen, it's not not saying it's uncomfortable. It just takes a bit of getting used to.
Do you not thumb fire it, Mark? I thumb fire mine.
No, because I tend to vape with my left hand, so I just use my
All right. Your little pinky.
And inside there, I've got some pistache, and I'm also on a cheeky little Estrella celebrating England's win tonight.
Celebrating.
It's coming home, baby. It's coming home, Royston. That's me, and I'll sling it over. Speaking of Royston, I'll sling it over to him. Go ahead, lad.
I've got my converter mod with the Ed Zachary on top of it. And there.
What did I say? Careful, I do apologise.
Yeah, I think you did actually, didn't you?
You did. I've got the Ed Zachary, and in there I've got some of TVP Berry. I've got my Drag 3 with the Vupu pod on it, with the smart coil, which can be purchased from Naturevape, the smart coil. In there, I have got some Captain's Custards cornflake.
Roy, can I just say you're getting a little bit of hiss from your microphone?
That any better?
Next to there, bro.
Yeah, no, just for a second there, it sounded like you were sat next to a fucking
better.
python.
That's better.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
And last but no, not lastly, I've got the non-elitist Ed Balance with the bishop on top.
Sorry, Jackson. It did sound like you were sat next to a python there, and I'm like, fucking hell, I was going to have you. Sorry, Roy. Sorry. Is he still looking at Roy, I'm sorry.
I think you paused for enough effect now, Roy.
Please carry on, Roy. I do apologise.
Last but not least, I've got the VP Argus here, and in there I have got some Billionaire blackcurrant ice. Salt. And that's me.
Excellent.
I'll pass it across to Jackson.
Right, I've only got a couple of things tonight. Pulse 2 with the Pulse 2 on top. And in there, I got some Vitalised. It's basically a mint cake from Amatorium.
What's that stuff like? I've heard a bit about that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that juice flying around lately. Is that Net Reality's juice?
It is, yeah. He got hold of me and asked me with a review on. Obviously, both ways I do juice reviews. So I'm actually testing that at the minute, and I got to say, to be fair, yeah, it is a very decent juice. Very well made juice. And then I've just got the Reborn Mech Mod with a non-matchy RDA the Brugger 2. And in there, the last of TVP's juice, the Kilberry. And that's me done.
That's you done.
Quick and simple.
That was
Lovely
quick,
job.
wasn't it? So,
Yeah.
So you haven't got a converter on the go then?
No, I've not. No,
You
I
definitely
have
should.
got a Paramore, but the fucking thing, the week goes on, a bit of paint pulls off, the more weeks go on. So eventually, come next year, I won't have one. It'll be fucking paintless.
We don't have
You have a nice stainless steel one, won't you? Fucking hell.
Fucking will.
we have the converter. You are outgunned because I've got mine on the go as well with the Juggernaut MR on top, which was sent to me by one of my a friend actually and a customer for a birthday present, which was lovely of him. I'm going to say it's not something I don't stock them. It's not something I would probably have bought for myself, but I'm really pleased he bought it for me because it is superb. I've got to say, what an RTA.
Can I ask you a question? It's single coil, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is it better than the Kelpie?
it is a lot better than the Kelpie, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just had to check.
In fact, it's a lot better than any other single coil that I've tried. And I hate to say this, I think it's better than the Reload as well. I really like that.
Yo.
So, there you go. That's that. So, thank you to Mr. Anonymous for sending that for my birthday. Much appreciated. Nice one.
I bet I know his name.
Even if
I bet I know his name.
even if you guess, I wouldn't tell you.
No, I know, but you'd have a smirk if I guessed it.
I'd smirk anyway.
I might throw it. I might throw it in at one point during the show.
Okay, we'll let you have a little throw in. England had a few tonight, so we'll let you have one.
There you go. Why not?
I'm on the Aspire box with the Atmazui rebuildable inside. There it is, the Cubics inside.
Yeah.
Enjoying this. I think it's very good.
I was looking at those on your site, but I need to put a few pennies into my vape budget to get one of them.
Well, unlike the Abyss thing, that I haven't had any leaks, and I would actually be more confident about the chip being underneath and out of harm's way, and this actually lasting quite a long time. So, I'm pleased with that. And of course, I'm on the non-poverty model Ed Balance with the Ed Sakurai on top.
Elitist.
And what I didn't mention in my QP, I have gone to... Now, which one was it? Tartan Berry.
Tartan.
I've gone over to the Roy side. The strawberry custard tartan berry. And I have to say, it really tastes good in there. Really good.
We got two of them.
Yeah, Roy's been
We
ordering.
restocked.
He's been ordering.
God's sake, bro, you're going through them wow quick.
Yeah, I've got to say, after a month of steeping, it's for me, it's far from basic. I think just that month, it just fucking really pulls out all the flavors. I've got it in a dripper somewhere. I might have left it at Salon Gyms actually, but I've got it in a dripper, the Tartanberry, and it's fucking amazing. Never been a big fan of vaping like custards in tanks. You know what I mean? Unless it's a mouth to lung tank. I always like dripping them desserts.
Well, that's how I just, it's mouth to lung all the way, and it just literally drain. I probably fill that tank about 6-7 times in a day.
It's like the Tartanberry. I just did my review for that today, and I purposely left it over a month. I think it was 5 weeks, probably getting on for 6 weeks now. And
is that why you were asking earlier in the chat? Because you were just going to record it?
Yeah, because I purposely left it. I didn't want to on that one because I've always said I'm not a massive custard fan or anything like that. And obviously, yes, we had the samples and we went off the samples, and that was a while ago. And I thought to myself, I'm going to purposely leave it well over a month. That's why I was checking my use. It was over a month, and I think it comes up about 5.5, 6 weeks. And I think you could tell the difference then. Pumph. It's just ridiculously nice after the steep.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little later, perhaps. I have got, if we could just, I've got something I want to do, and this is for a bit of a youngster. So I want to do it pre sort of 9 o'clock, so she can watch this, and hopefully where she can go to bed and Mark can talk about the football and express himself in his normal way, and as can Jackson and whatever.
Okay.
So, a bit on the personal sort of note, and you might see I'll just put something up on the screen. STEMinists, is that right? Short for science, technology, engineering, and maths. And what it is basically, it's a friend of mine. His niece is 12, and her and a group of 4 other people from their school have entered a nationwide competition called Amazon Longitude Explorer Prize. Hopefully, they're trying to win some technical and scientific equipment for their school. And the remit of the competition was to create an app that would benefit a person's life or well-being. And they've obviously decided to call themselves STEMinists, which is, I'll put in there for anyone that can't remember it. It's an all-girls school, and it's like a play on the science, technology, engineering, and maths acronym, as I've said. Their app is called Remember When, written by the side, and it's aimed at people who suffer from dementia or Alzheimer's. And now that's sort of quite close to me because my mother has got dementia. So, I was happy to help for that reason as well. So if you want to watch their 2.5-minute pitch, Daniel will put a link in the chat. I've asked him to do it. So I thought if I read this and Daniel puts the link in, that makes life a lot easier. And whether you watch the video or not, and I think they'd appreciate you taking. It's only like a 30-second video. It doesn't take long. You don't have to enter any personal details or anything like that. There's just a vote yes button on there where you just put vote to give them your vote, and that's it basically. There's nothing more to it. You don't have to give you details. It's just literally a list of all the people, and you'll see STEMinists and Remember When. Go down, click on that, and give them a vote. And I'm sure, that'll, if they do win the prize, and we've helped a little bit. And I don't know what, I haven't really looked to see what the other ones are, but I just think for Alzheimer's and dementia, that's something that doesn't get covered a lot of the time. So I thought it'd be a nice thing to do. And if they've done an app to help people with that, all to the good. So thank you for giving me that 5 minutes just to say that. And that's it. That's it. Hopefully Daniel, I'm sure he's still in chat. Hopefully he's put the link in.
And there was the 8th one down the right hand side.
There you go. I'm going to vote now. I'm just going to vote now.
I just voted as well.
You voted as well. Easy enough to do, Roy?
Yep. Very easy. You just go to, it's the 8th one down on the right hand side.
I can't lie though, Mark. Well, I'll be brutally honest as always. Didn't have a fucking clue what you were chatting about there, but I voted. All right.
What do you mean you didn't have a Scoobies?
You lost me after the first 10 seconds, mate. It all sounded a bit technical, but I voted anyway. It's all good. You lost me at science. I was done.
Have you not got any apps on your phone, Mark? So that's it. If you're watching the rerun of this, then if you just spend a couple of minutes to do that, I would much appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't even have to watch the video. Just click that second link and just go and vote.
Yeah, quick as you like. It doesn't take 2 seconds. So we'll wait a minute for the Jackson 5. I think we'll give the.
We've got 10 minutes yet till the Jackson 5.
Yeah, we'll give Nisi time to hop off.
Well, I see Mark's company that he owns shares in has been diddling people. Mr. TVP. Yeah.
Hey, Brewdog.
Brewdog. They ran a competition where they said they're giving away a £15,000 solid gold tin of Brewdog. So it was a guy in Northern Ireland won it, and he was going to sell it to fund his wedding. And so he asked him for a certificate of authentication. and it was only gold plated.
Oh, yo.
It's only worth as a gold tin, and it's worth about £600, if that.
Bastards.
For a gold plated
Yeah,
tin.
yeah.
And they advertise it at 15,000. They said, "Oh, but it's
You'd
worth it
be
because it's a
fuming,
Brewdog tin."
wouldn't you?
Oh, they
Yeah,
have?
but may I just say, like, you say in my company, I'm sure I have got one share in Brewdog. One.
Exactly. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
still got
a
You still
shareholder.
own part of that company.
One share in Brewdog. So
It was 25 Nicky for one share.
did they advertise it as being worth all this money then?
Yes, they advertise it as a £15,000
That's
solid
wild
gold
bad, isn't it?
tin.
But not being funny, if that had been solid gold, that would have been a lot more money than that.
I know, 15,000 for a
Yeah.
solid gold can. You're looking at about
but
fucking
not-
$500,000.
But it still would have had the hollowed out. It would just have been solid, the whole way around it, the thickness
Oh,
of the
okay.
tin.
Yeah, I get what you
But it
mean.
wasn't. It was just gold plated.
Yeah, Dean said they were gold plated brass.
Cheeky, isn't it?
Well, there
I
Motherfucker
just saw
thought
that.
we were gonna get his wedding paid for 600 Nicky.
The Brewdog's still maintaining that it's worth 15 grand because it's a Brewdog can.
So-
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What if I want something like that? Whether I keep it or try flogging it? I don't know.
I think
Probably
you'd flog
keep
it,
it
wouldn't you?
Yeah, I keep it for a few days, I think,
a few days.
And then flog it.
and then flog it. Yeah, just get a few nice pictures with it,
You keep it for 14 days, put it on an auction for 14 days.
or maybe drink a Brewdog out of a fucking solid gold tin on Naturevape Show once, and just sell it.
Once.
It's going to be worth
Will
more.
be available for sale. So is that what you wanted to talk to Mark about then, Roy?
Yeah.
It was.
Told you it wasn't
My
bad.
company, Mike. I'm one share.
You still have
I
a
haven't
share
got
in it.
Yeah.
They're probably
Which, by the
doing,
way, slightly disappointing that nobody in the family, Becca, has bought me more shares in Brewdog yet. Because,
they're probably doing better than your Bitcoin shares, Mark.
oh, fucking hell, don't, mate. Absolutely. Crypto is tanked. Absolutely tanked. I think when it peaked, now I'm not massively into crypto, I don't invest thousands because I ain't got thousands, but yeah, I think probably a couple of months ago I had $250 worth, and after I only put 90 in, like $90, and I think now it's down to like 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my silver's not doing very well either, or not, because we had the debate at the time. But I think this silver is a blip, and I think it will come up handsomely. Probably.
Well, I think they reckon Bitcoin could hit 6 figures by the end of the year. So it's not. We're not talking.
Did an interesting thing where they. Oh God, what was it? Was it called the Wyckoff theory? And basically, this guy made a theory, and he said how manipulated the markets are, and where they put a trend, and where the hedge funds deliberately smash something down and build it up again, blah blah blah. And he overlaid this theory over the top of Bitcoin, and I'll tell you what, it matched it like a glove. It was literally superimposed over the top.
Oh, it will do. No, listen, I'm not naive enough to think it's not being manipulated in any way, shape, or form by million and billionaires. I'm not a total fucking moron, but I think there's still money to be made there. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Evening, Dean. Devil Vapor. So we've
not put his converter down since he got it. Yeah, I've got to say it's nice, man. It is nice. I'm really liking it. I love the form factor of it. It's just where the button is for me. It just irritates me slightly. I wish the button was on the
I didn't
front
realise
here.
we were left-handed.
Yeah, no. Most of the time I vape with my left hand, and it's just like I say, it's not mega uncomfortable. But why couldn't they put it there, like on the end? Just would have made so much more sense. I don't know.
Have you got the button in the cage or out of the cage? In the cage. Put it out of the cage. Becomes a lot more comfortable.
I got my cage, Roy.
I had mine out of the cage and I find it more comfortable out of the cage.
I'll be honest, right? I didn't even know you could do that. So that is a thing to look at.
You obviously didn't watch my review then, did you?
I knew it was coming. Or Kieran. Kieran did a great review as well. So
I haven't watched. I haven't watched much of anything the last few weeks because while we're on that subject, probably a lot of people in chat will notice I've been absent for a while. I've had a lot of personal issues to be dealing with. You guys know what I've been dealing with. I'm not going to say it publicly, but it's not been a fucking pleasant time. So, I've just not watched a lot of anything. I've got a lot of catching up to do. I really have. I feel like I'm a month behind the fucking times here.
We did have a little tease earlier, didn't we, Mark?
There's
you got to, haven't you? No, I'd have a ribbon as well. You got to have a little fucking ribbon. But I don't want people thinking, he's taking the piss or this and that. I've had, quite a serious issue to deal with personally.
You have. I'll back you on that. You really have. And it's not regarding other reviewers or anything like that.
No,
it's not
personal life. Personal life.
It's not a drama thing. So,
speaking of a drama thing and speaking of reviewers, MFA's quit.
He's on my list of what to talk about. MF,
yeah.
Jacked it in, man. I couldn't believe it. I'm gobsmacked because I think normally Mike would have mentioned something to me about it, but it just come for me. I don't know, probably not for him, but for me, it's come totally out of the fucking blue, man. It was.
No, I've seen it coming with him. He's cut back on what he's reviewing, what he's been buying, and it's just been getting less and less and less. And
he set himself a milestone, though, didn't he? He wanted 5,000 subs, and boom, he hit it, and he done what he wanted to do, didn't he? He got his achievement, but big miss, I reckon.
Oh, big miss! Absolute massive miss. I think, but I also think he's doing it for all the right reasons. Like, when you can't be arsed or you've had enough, or it's a fucking chore, like he said. Now, people say I bleat on about this, but when it is a fucking chore, what's the point? What's the point? What else in life would you do for free that you hate and it's a chore?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. Especially if you think the latest products aren't things that float your boat. I mean, I did my first review in a long time for this Aspire box because it interested me, and I thought, oh, great, and I was excited about putting the camera on and doing the review. So I really enjoyed it. Did it last Saturday, I think. But I get where Mike is coming from, but I think he's not going to disappear from the scene. I think he'll hop in out of people's chats, and we've all got a lot of time and respect for Mike for what he's done. He's done some great reviews and he's worked bloody hard. So, and he's hit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a good chance he'll be back. Give him 6 months off. I think he might get that fucking drive again, because the one thing I've known about Mike since I've known him, which is I've known Mike since he had 20 subs. That's when I very first met him at Expo. So I've known Mike a long fucking time. There was one thing I know about him. It's that he loves this. He loves what he does. He's got a passion for it. He might have lost it at the moment, but I think there's every chance it could come back at some point.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would.
Maybe it'd just come back if a product comes along which he thinks, wow, I like this, I'm going to tell everyone about it. He might just do that, and that would be a good enough reason in itself, wouldn't it? Really.
Yeah, it'll be a massive miss. Like I said, we did It's Only Banter, mate. We started that show together with a couple of others, and fantastic, man. The success that show had, a lot of it was down to Mike. So it will be a big miss. And me and Mike haven't always seen eye to eye. There's been some occasions where I've thought he's a bit of a cock, and vice versa. He's probably thought exactly the same about me. But it is what it is, man. We've still got a mutual respect for each other, and I wish him the best going forward, man. I really do.
Who would ever think that of you, Mark?
I know. Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe that. Who would ever think that of you?
Mark, TVP having previous with someone, I can't believe that.
Oh, I'm like a stand-up member of society, man. What are these people? What's wrong with these people?
What's wrong with these people?
That's true. You have to stand up, though, so you can actually see over the people that's sitting down.
Go on.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Well, I was going to go on to a different topic, actually. I was going to bring it up, and I noticed it's been coming up in chat. For those of you that don't know, McTavish, he's just had sort of recovering from pneumonia. I didn't realise his left lung, but not that it matters. Pneumonia is pneumonia. Really hope, James, that you're on the up. I remember having it myself, and I think I messaged him. We had a few messages during the week about it, and I said, when I had it, I had 4 nights of going to sleep sitting at a table with my head in my arms like this, because if you lay down, you can't get a breath. It's horrible. So no, he hasn't got the dreaded Rona. He's got pneumonia, which.
Oh man, yeah. Listen, don't just don't die, Tavish. You know what I mean? You'll get through it. You'll get through it, lad. Bit of pneumonia. And one good thing, he's still quite a young lad. You know what I mean? He's only in his early 30s, so that's always a plus.
Took me 6 months, I would say, to get over mine. That you lose a lot of energy. You feel a lot better after a fortnight, but you do lose. It's amazing how it saps energy from you.
I had it. I've had when was it? It was probably about 12, 13 years ago, and I tried topping myself, and I was in hospital. I ended up getting fucking pneumonia in hospital, didn't I?
Did you?
And it was horrific. Yeah, I was in ICU for 48 hours. Really, really bad. But that wasn't so bad because obviously you're out cold. But I think the 3 weeks after recovering from it is horrendous. Every breath feels like you're breathing in fucking house bricks. You can't move. So yeah, it's not good, and you can understand why a lot of old people die from pneumonia as well.
I thought I was a goner and I was younger. In fact, that was partly why it was why I started vaping. I looked at an alternative to smoking. So it was when, oh God, should I say this? Yeah, well, I upset the doctor because you have to go back for like a puff test. And I'd never had one before. I don't know if you boys have had one. You get this thing and you basically...
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
As hard as you can in it. So she said, you got the lungs of a 76-year-old. And I said, well, thanks for that. She said, and she's got really snotty with me. She said, I assume you're not still smoking. And I said, well, there are worse things in life, aren't there? She said, well, I can't think what.
I can think of one, having the lungs of a 76-year-old.
And just at the time, it was when in I think it was in America in a cinema, someone stood up in the middle of the film and shot people. And I said, well, going to the cinema is not too healthy, is it? Like this. And you'd have thought I'd... She was furious with me. But, so that's really the beginnings of Naturevape, I suppose, because I looked for an alternative. I tried the Champix and all the rest.
See, there's only one comeback for that. When you say to someone, well, there's worse things in life, isn't there? There's only one comeback. And they'll say, oh, yeah, like what? AIDS. There you go. AIDS. Would you want pneumonia or do you want AIDS? Like, no, full AIDS, though. Freddie Mercury AIDS. Not the light HIV one. Full AIDS. That's... Nobody wants that, you see.
Bad AIDS. You don't want that.
The bad AIDS, not the good
AIDS. There is no good.
First AIDS.
So anyway, I'm sure the four of us, James McTavish, I'm sure we all wish you well.
Three and a bit.
Three and a bit. TVP is a heartless old sod. That's why, See, winning the football, I'll lead us into the football. Winning the football hasn't helped your humanity, has it not? Really. I
am practically a fucking humanitarian, me. I'm a people person. I love people, all right?
Is anyone going to comment?
Let me ask you something. Have you missed me the last 2 weeks? Of course you have, you see.
Who are you?
Each other last week.
Who are you? I'm just trying to vaguely remember here. I'm just trying to remember who you are.
I'm the daddy. That's who I am. That's all you need to remember.
The daddy. I think your microphone sounds all right now, Roy. But I think Dean was mentioned in something about plastic bags. For those that don't know, Roy has got a new microphone, and maybe he hasn't quite mastered its setup yet. I don't know, but there was a bit of hissing. I can't hear it now.
No, it's not that now.
No, I can't hear it.
I want to give a shout out to someone in chat, Mr. Herb Williams. Fucking legend, mate. He's been a friend of mine for quite a long time. Probably won't go across well this, but I couldn't give a monkeys. But he does like commentary and reviewers on his channel. He's Canadian, and he's such a good guy. Really, really good guy, Herb, but really, really funny as well. So yeah, definitely go and check out Black Hoodie Herb, man. Legend. Just to address one more comment as well. I've seen this a couple of times. I was going to do it on a vlog this weekend, but again, I'm not convinced I'll get the vlog out. But I quit Simon's show. I don't do Simon's show anymore. So for all those people asking me, PMing me, going on the show, I quit about a month ago, due to some, how shall I word this?
Personal difference of opinion?
Due to some things that came to light about what some people were saying behind my back about me taking over the show, being too late and stuff like that. So I just walked away because I didn't need it. You know, I didn't need it. I didn't need to do the show, and I did it because it was fun. And when people start backstabbing you and talking shit, then it's no longer fun, is it? So I just walked away. So I wish them all the best. I have no animosity towards any of them. And that's that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Mr. TVP being diplomatic for a change.
Well, listen, I've spent enough time upsetting people. You know, there's more to life than that. Like I say, a few of them talk some smack. I'm not going to mention any names, but it is what it is. We move on. We roll on.
We move on in life. We move on. Adrian Mason comment in chat. I can't help you, Adrian. I've never used the 5A vape board in temp control. I don't do temp control, so I don't know.
Is that the one Roy's got on his?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't help you either, mate, because I've got a DNA board. Yeah. Oh.
Not controlled. I assume you're using. I mean, Adrian, you're a long-seasoned vapor, so I assume you're using stainless steel or something, so it can be controlled. What time? Are we Jackson 5 yet? Or are we 4?
We are Jackson 5, and we're like 7 minutes over, man.
7 minutes over. Well, we're waiting for you to sing the intro, Mark.
Yeah, come on, Mark.
I'm gonna mix it up this week and do a different Jackson 5 song.
Oh, brilliant.
All right,
Gonna
ready?
sing Robin.
Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good time. Blame it on the boogie.
Oh, for God's sake.
Jackson.
I'm not admitting. Go on, Mark. What you
The
said? Sorry,
stage
mate.
is yours.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, like a right dick. I've not had much time this week. I've had a couple of family issues, but you know, let's bring up Hancock shagging around. You know, with not his wife, shall we say?
Is that how you start a debate?
Yeah,
surely you mean
you gotta let it just come out, ain't you? I'm thinking it, so I'll say it.
Surely you mean
I think what the question is, Jackson, is, and it's a fantastic subject, by the way, one we could talk about for quite a while, but we'll give it 5-10 minutes. I think the main question is, does it really matter what a politician does in his private life? That's the main question.
I don't think that is the main question. And surely you mean Matt Hardcock, don't you?
Personally, I don't see what the big issue with it is. She's in his bubble.
Yeah, one thing I love about Brits as well, us English, man, fucking the amount of memes within an hour of this sitting was astonishing.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
That guy got mean to a new level.
He really did, didn't he?
Yeah.
He really did.
I think why, I'll go first, obviously, but I think why a lot of the country are upset and why a lot of the people were disgusted was simply because there was people dying in hospital, family members dying in hospital, where they got told they couldn't see them, they couldn't kiss them, they couldn't do anything. They were burying family members, they weren't allowed to go to the funeral. You know, they all stuck by this social distancing and this, you know,
bollock.
This bullshit that they put us under. Well, I say bullshit, but this necessity they put us under, this lockdown. And it seems all these politicians, or a lot of these politicians, flaunted their own rules and just pretty much did whatever they want. I think that's the biggest thing we'll take from this. Not the fact he shagged one of his secretaries, because is that a scandal in politics?
Of course it is.
I don't think so.
No, but you look on that though. If you look on that, I know it's a little bit off the subject, but you look at the football. You know, soon to be we're allowed 60,000 fans, yeah. But I can't go to my kids' play. So how does that work? Do you get what I mean? I think it's bullshit. It's made up as it goes. It's what suits them. You're allowed 60,000 fans next to each other, no mask, all hugging, kissing, and then you can't go to school and watch your own kids play. Which keeps about
the biggest thing about
people.
It's not even the 60,000 fans, but you're suffering from this at the minute, Jackson. With you're being locked in the family bubble because of someone in your family's got COVID. Now, didn't they say that the footballers formed a bubble? So in the football team, so if one member of that bubble, so if, take the kids at school, they form a bubble. If one person in that class gets COVID, that whole class has to self-isolate.
Well,
So why didn't the whole of the Scottish team have to self-isolate? Why didn't the whole of the England team have to self-isolate? Because there was COVID in their bubble.
Yeah.
Well, what
Yeah,
happened
maybe
was
you're right, maybe.
they said Mason Mount and who was the other guy? It was Mount and another geezer said they were the only two that touched this fucking Scottish player during the fucking match. Get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Billy Gilmore, weren't it? Get the fuck out of
That's
here.
it, Billy Gilmore.
But I think this whole
the fact they
Hancock
went
thing.
to a party and shared a woman has nothing to do with it.
But the thing with Hancock is he was the main protagonist of putting us in lockdown, making these rules, and he flaunted them. He flaunted them in the face of misery, in the face of death, in the face of grieving, in the face of everything. He took the piss. That's why the country's in uproar. Not the fact he's shagging the secretary.
But what way has he flouted the rules? He's in a bubble. That his work in his office is a bubble, so he hasn't flouted the rules.
Well,
So when we were in full lockdown, when there was no such fucking thing as a bubble but your own household, she didn't live
still having it off.
I don't think you stick your tongue down someone's throat.
How do we know how long it's been going on? That hasn't. That video was taken recently.
Come on, Roy Stern. That's been going on a while.
It's all
so why has he resigned? Why has he
resigned?
resigned?
The world's in such turmoil.
Why has he resigned? If he's done nothing wrong, why resign?
Shall we mention the fact that he actually employed her without anyone's permission after they started having this affair, and she's like, "We were paying her wages."
Well, we're going to get to that. So he employed her off his own fucking back.
Yeah.
Didn't pay her off his own back. Paid her with taxpayers' fucking money.
Yeah.
Don't start me on things like that because Northern Ireland's the worst. Northern Ireland's the worst for it. They employ every family member. So.
Riddle me fucking this, right? Why do the likes of Matt Hancock, Boris Johnson, all these fucking dirty, thieving, scoundrel politicians, why do they never hire 50, 60-year-old women, professional women? They're always fucking bimbos. They're always 20, early 30s, cracking rack on them, cracking set of crumb catchers, nice ass.
No, he's right though.
Do you think they do it because they're fucking good accountants?
I'm applying for the position as an accountant. Well, what's your rack like?
Yeah. Show us your spuds and we'll take it from there.
Your spuds. Oh dear. I just think, some of the mistakes they've made, and I mean, he's left his wife now, I think, to be with this woman, hasn't he? So
he's left his wife. He's left his wife. He's left his job. But if he's done nothing wrong, why has he resigned?
Yeah.
That's the question, Roy. That's the question we have to ask ourselves. If, you're saying, Roy, if he was in a bubble and he genuinely believes he's done nothing wrong apart from having an affair, which is not a crime, by the way, why resign?
It's because of public pressure. If he had done something wrong, he wouldn't have got 48 hours to resign. He would have been sacked on the spot. That's the whole thing about it. It's peer pressure of everybody else and everybody else's thoughts who don't know the full facts. People going, what if? Surmising. How long has it been going on? He's done this, he's done that, he's done the other. All you have to do is look up the road from here at Stormont, which is Northern Ireland's government, and you will see the biggest pile of shit that goes on every day. Bombers, terrorists, killers, all in government, terrorists in their manny suits, employing every single one, doesn't matter what side you come from, they all employ their own families. They don't advertise the positions, and that's all paid by our taxpayers' money.
Are you saying that's a click, Roy?
It happens across Labour, it happens across Conservatives, it happens in Scotland, Northern Ireland. So, one person that's been highlighted because somebody who has breached the law by putting a camera up in an office in Downing Street, which is not meant to be there because nobody knows how it got there. Somebody also broke the official secrets act.
Didn't look like it was in an office
to me. The camera.
That camera was well in view. I saw a picture. I think it was on the news. That camera's been there for some time. But
then somebody breached the Official Secrets Act to release that video. That's the Official Secrets Act that's been released. That's breaching national security.
It's got to be a man in security. He's seen it on a monitor, hasn't he? He's like, shit, where's my phone? I've got to sell this to the son.
Yeah. Sold it to
all right. No, that's fair enough, right? But you're going about breaching security and all that bollocks. This man, she should never have been hired in the first place. She shouldn't have been in his fucking bubble. Number one, because
she's qualified for the position of that job.
She is, but they weren't hiring because we were in total fucking lockdown, so he shouldn't have hired her. Number one.
Jackson,
Listen, the man's a
this.
scumbag. The man's a fucking scumbag. He's in a position of power in this country, and I think every fucking taxpayer in this country has got a right to judge him. Absolutely, we have. Just like we've got a judge to right whoever governs us. Of course we have.
Yeah. You'll be upsetting our Boris. He's in chat. So, what's your opinion, Jackson? I think we know your opinion.
Dirty man, Enig. Dirty man in his bubble, my ass. In his bubble. No, like Mark said that, his bubble. You didn't have the bubble when we first went into lockdown. It weren't there. Do you know what I mean?
The only bubble she's blowing are Hancock spunk bubbles, mate. That's it. Yeah. That's the only bubble she's blowing. I'm telling you.
There's thousands of people died from COVID, and he's there having it off, giving us rules, saying what's best, and he's doing the fucking opposite. Here, there, and everywhere, isn't it?
And if he was so busy, like, keeping the country in lockdown and keeping us all safe, then he wouldn't have had time to be dipping his pecker in different gravies, would he? Like, come on.
No, of course he wouldn't.
There has been some brilliant cartoons. His Eat Out to Help Out and all the rest of it. Honestly, it's superb. Guy Stewart, just on another note, has put the Cubics as the best thing that's been in my billet, in his billet box. That's what, of course, I got in the Aspire. So, yeah, I think it's very good. I've done the review of it, so anyone interested, hop along and watch that. So, yeah, have we exhausted Paul, or has he exhausted himself, Matt Hancock?
He's done and he's finished. He's done. Listen, I will say this, and I'll give him a modicum of credit. I think he's done quite a good job. I think he has done quite a good job as a health secretary in one of the worst crises known to fucking mankind. So, I think him and Boris, I know people might slate me for this, but I think they've done quite a good job between them. I really do. And it's a shame it's come to this. But, chat shit, get banged. You act like a dick, you're out. It's as simple as that.
Well, he got caught, basically, didn't he?
Yeah, of course he got caught.
He got caught with his fucking hand in the cookie jar, and you can't...
Bless him. Yeah, I think in certain... I mean, I'm not going to say the government done a bad job, but they have been... It's just so obvious they're lining their own pockets at times, and when they get caught, I find it quite amusing. Because it is...
Well, not to go on politics, Mark, but name me a Conservative government in the last 100 years that's not lined their own pockets. Name me a Labour government that's not lined. They all line their own fucking pockets. Jesus Christ! It's a case of get in, make as much money as you can for 4 years for all you and your mates, and fucking get out.
Get yourself lined up with a cushy job afterwards.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, nice cushy job afterwards, like Tony Blair, the fucking war criminal, who now gets paid.
Don't go there.
Gets paid millions of dollars a year to do after table speaking when he should be in fucking prison.
100% agree, Mark. Again, not getting arguments there.
What is he, Mark?
They're all every fucking single one of them are corrupt. But we have to fucking sometimes sit back, be pragmatic about it, and go, look. Like I've just said, one of the worst crises humanity will have ever dealt with, or at least in the last 500-600 years. And I think they've done what needed to be done. All right, they could have done stuff quicker. They could have, but I think in hindsight, they've done everything we've asked and more.
You've answered in chat anyway, Mark. Mixed vapes, ordered all 3. How long recommended to? You put 2 weeks. I reckon 2-3 weeks. They get better as time goes on. That's my opinion. So yeah, have we done Matt now? So we move on.
What I will always say, final word on this to anybody that slates Boris Johnson in this government is, fuck me, it could have been worse. We could have had Jeremy Corbyn. And again, that goes back to having pneumonia or AIDS. Boris's pneumonia, Corbyn's AIDS. Full AIDS. Right.
Yeah. What an analogy. How lovely.
AIDS with COVID. AIDS with COVID on top.
With COVID on top, yeah.
Could you imagine Diane Abbott trying to do the numbers?
Fuck Dude, I just want to see it count to 10. That'll be an achievement.
Frank Snowman saying about the fire button at the front, which of course you can do with a converter as well. You put it absolutely wherever you like, but Mark's quite right. You do hide the screen up, which I guess once you got it set, doesn't really matter, but I think we all like to see the screen periodically.
It's not a massive issue, but then if you start getting arms jumping and stuff like that, I want to see it. I want to see it instantly. Then you got to fuck about moving. It's just if there's a screen there, I want to see the screen. I just think the button would have been much better placed on the front. But it's just personal preference. That's all that is.
Thank you, Dean. Dean voted. You're all gentlemen, Daniel says. Apex. My 3 Abyss have been flawless. No leaks, just a little condensation from the airplane. Well, I'm not just saying this. I have heard from good authority that they've had a lot of faulty Abysses. And that's no sour grapes on my part. That is fact.
I wouldn't have one given to me for free. I would not take one for free.
I know they're falling down in price dramatic, aren't they?
Yeah, they have.
Because in the Abyss for about 65 quid, brand new.
Yeah, but that's the basic kit now. I think when the full kit comes out, 160, that's with everything. So you probably get that. I don't know. I'm going to guess like 120, 130 now. So still fucking expensive. That.
Yeah, cool.
The thing about it was, whenever the Abyss was first talked about, all of us were like, "Yeah, we'll get one." We were all up for getting one, and then we sort of, whenever we seen the first one's gone out and the amount of problems with it, everybody just had a sigh of relief, thinking, "Lucky escape there, didn't get one."
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, brilliant! Look at all you kind people that have all voted. Well done. Thank you very much.
What was that voted? That was way before Jackson 5.
I'm catching up, Roy. I'll let you. You see, I can't catch up when you lot are bickering because I find it too funny. I have to listen to you.
Nicky Maynard says, anyone got the new Geek Vape ZRD ain't yet? Nope. All I get off Geek Vape now is shitty fucking pods, and I've told them straight. Right? They didn't send me the last 2 mods. All they sent me is wanky little. The last one I got was like this fucking shit you could have bought in 2010. So I messaged her and I said, I won't be reviewing for you no more. Don't send me anything else again. And that's after a 4-year relationship, mate. So all they send me now is these fucking wanky little pods. And I told them to stick it.
I was just looking at Fletch. I'll put the comment on the screen.
I wish I had shares in Naturevape sales. I wish.
Anyone can have shares in Naturevape. Just ask me. Money was made round to go round, and all the rest of it.
Can I have one share? I'll just have one to go in my brew dog one.
Just one share. I think you already have. Well, talking of which, we do need. We couldn't do the picture last week.
Oh, you haven't done it.
The week before, we didn't want to do it without you, Mark, because we wanted you to have input on who the winner is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So perhaps we need. Someone mentioned it earlier. I think it was Fletch mentioned it earlier, and I thought I'll get to that in a minute. At the time, we were talking about something else. So, where are these pictures I've got? Who's going to? Are we all going to decide the winner, or shall we let? Yeah, unanimous one. God, we'll never agree.
Yeah,
we agree.
You don't want to let me pick the winner, do you? Unless there's any titties on there. Tattoos.
I don't know which ones of these are pictures and which ones aren't. Yeah, that one was one, I think. Yeah, we'll get to that. Hang on. I've got to work out which ones these are. It's not that one.
No, that's your shares.
Yeah. Here we are.
Yo! Winner! Winner!
So I'll flick through them. We've got this one.
Winner. Come on.
We've got Michelle's melons.
Oh, that's good. I give her that.
We've got Iron Brew.
Who's that? My cock. That's me. My cock.
Whoop.
Oh no, my name. I thought that was my cock's picture. I just took my name.
That's my cock.
My cock.
And this one, which I rather liked, with the dart.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's quite creative.
And a late entry, which I also like, which I think sums up you quite well.
Oh, I love that. See, I love that. That's, oh my God. See, I love tits, but I love that.
To be fair, that one gets my vote, I think.
I suppose what you've got to look at, who's put the most effort in.
Because I can picture you sitting on the toilet
Jackson.
doing that, Mark.
Jackson, come on. What you say? Jackson, come on. Potatoes, man.
Yeah.
Who sent the picture in, by the way, the first one? That's
The first one.
more the question.
I can't. I did. I've got them all written down somewhere because I did a list. And if I've missed anyone's or forgotten anyone's, I'm sorry, but I try and keep them all in the same place. I might. Have
Michelle to hold double melons. That was a massive feat of Michelle to hold double melons.
I know. Yeah. I love Michelle's. I love Michelle's. I love.
Go through them all again.
Yeah. Can we go through them one more time? Just to
see. Oh, not that one. Not that one. I'll get there. I'll get there. There you go. That one.
See, I need to know who that is. Who is it?
He did say that my wife gives full permission for you to show this, so fair enough. There's Michelle's melons, which I thought was quite.
That's good.
A bit witty.
That's terrible. That's got to be like McTavish or some porridge gobbler.
The darts, which I thought was good, and I think this one is my favourite.
Yeah, see, I'm a massive space head, so I love that. That's playing on my. Oh, but the boobs! Come on,
Roy. What's your favourite?
I have to say Michelle, don't I?
You have to say. Jackson, what's your favourite?
Oh, it's. I like the space one, but then I like the first one. Oh shit, man! First one, it's got to be the tits. It's got to be, ain't it? Come on. Mark
I'd go for them, but Becca's just shouted at me like she's almost crying over there, so I'm going for the space one. No, I'm going for the space one because I think I just think it's a fantastic photo, even though it's a Photoshop, but still a good photo anyway. I like that. I'm going with that.
All in chat, who agrees? The space one, stick a thumbs up. We're on 36 now. We'll see where we go from there. And if you don't agree with that, well, I'll mention another one as well, and you can vote on that one. So thumbs up right now if you want the space one.
So what did we have? 2 for space, 1 for melons, 1 for real melons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That really left you with the deciding vote, then, Mark, didn't it? Really.
It did, yeah. So I think I've decided, yeah, space.
Space. No one's put a thumbs up. No one agrees.
Thumbs up coming in chat now.
Oh, here they come. Oh, that's a nice message to you, Mark. Look.
That was about an hour ago, Roy, Mark.
Well, I can't help that. Cheech, good evening. Cheech made it all the way through the show when you weren't here, right the way to the end without getting timed out or anything. Well done, him.
He's been timed out twice.
What, tonight?
Yeah.
Has he really? Poor old.
He's had a couple of messages deleted. Yeah. Oh.
Has he? Okay, fair enough. Right, well, I think we'll go with the space one then. And
who sent that in?
I can tell you it was from Ernie McCosh. Who I don't know. Name doesn't ring a bell. But well done, Ernie. You've got 3 bottles. I must have your address, McCosh.
Yeah, notice how Jackson went for the Knox. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Mark, you know you wanted to. You know
Straight
you
for the
wanted to.
nuts.
I think we should be proud of ourselves for not
In fairness, I think so. When we first launched the competition, I think it was like 3 weeks ago. We had a couple of belters there, but they were Photoshop. But Mark wouldn't show them, and I thought they were spectacular.
Yeah, they were good.
I couldn't, could I?
Yeah, you could, Mark. Just the one.
I don't even know where it is. Oh,
Mark, pull that back up. Put it back up. This would have been my winner. This is for me. This is Photoshop at its finest. Spectacular. Look at that. I mean, that's got winner written all over it, hasn't it?
we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. We can have a little bit of fun, but couldn't do it.
No.
It was worse than that, but I couldn't show them. But they were amusing. That we like a bit of humour. Yeah, I agree, Laurie. Feminist does sound a bit like feminist, but they're all girls, and that's it doesn't stand for it. But yeah, I get what you're saying there. Get what you're saying. Am I really, really far behind in chat?
Yes.
God, I am.
I think everyone in chat's voting for a new winner, though.
Oh, are they? Oh dear. I think that is pretty much everything I wanted to bring up tonight. So we've got half an hour of talking about what we want.
Half an hour of chit chat, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chit
At
chat.
the bar. In the South Bar.
Mark, have you got a TVP? Have you got any reviews coming up?
I have.
Have you really?
Genuinely have, yeah. Genuinely have, yeah. No, I want to. As I said, I've had a few weeks off due to some personal issues, but yeah, I've had a couple of new bits in this week, so I'm gonna get them out while they're hot. I've got this new Jackaroo Mini kit with this fucking tank here. Look at this fucker. It's magnetic. Check this out.
Mr. Burns, check your Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Sub-home tank. It just pops in and it's got like a flip lid. So I've got that kit to do, but I want to get it out while no one's got the review out yet. So I'll probably do that.
Yeah. How about your what's going down? Are you bringing that back?
Yeah, that's going to be up on Sunday, just to explain a few things.
Late entry.
No, Roy, I'm not putting that up.
Late entry. Show it. Go on. You have to.
TVP won't have any fucking Geek Rate reviews up soon. In fact, I'm going to show you what they fucking sent me, because this irritated the shit out of me, right? Check this out. This is why I'm hashtag fuck Geek Rate now.
He's going to bring his pod, isn't he?
No, I'm not bringing a pod. It's something worse than a fucking pod, man.
He does.
What's he got? That's a big box, Mark.
Oh, fuck me, it's not in there. Asshole! Here it is. Talk amongst yourselves while I open it, but...
We want to watch it.
Now, also, bear in mind, right, so the last... I think they've released 2-3 mods since Dual 18650, the Legend 2. Not any of them. RDAs, not any of them. This is what I get. Bear in mind, I've worked with them for 4 years, right? I've got the likes of Dean onto Geek Vape, working with Geek Vape at an expo. This is what I'm worth now. Honestly, I quit on something better than this. It's a fucking joke.
What? You being serious?
That great big box.
Look at the fucking size of the box for that.
Shit, man.
That's what I get now. So I told Diana, and I hope she fucking watches this show. You lot from Geek Vape can go and suck a cock or eat a vag, because I ain't reviewing another fucking thing for you, especially this piece of shit.
Shit, man.
That's not ideal, is it?
No, it's just ain't.
It's not. And when you think that, like, do they think you're not going to notice when they've skipped past all the decent stuff? I'm not saying decent stuff, but the mods and the RDAs. Do you think I'm not going to notice when it? And this is what I get.
Well,
Yeah, I get what you mean,
got a
mate.
company wanted to send me products the other day, and they said that for review or to discuss on. They know about this channel, so discuss on here. And they'll send them free of charge, but I've got to pay the postage. And if you pay the postage, then once you order 2,000 quid's worth, we'll refund your postage for you. All right. So you want me to spend all my time and effort reviewing your product and all the time that goes with it, and pay your postage, so you don't pay anything? I thought, no charge. I didn't even answer them. I just thought, is that what I'm worth? It's insulting, isn't it, Mark? To be fair,
it is, and I don't need to be insulted, mate. I really don't. Like I say, you know, I've only worked with Geek Vape for a year, but 4 years, man. Like when they were nobody, when they were nothing, I've worked with Geek Vape a long time. I've introduced other reviewers to Geek Vape who weren't reviewing for them at the time, and then this is the kind of shit I'm getting now. You can fuck off. If you think I'm promoting that in any way, shape, or form, you are sorely, severely fucking mistaken.
So,
I don't know.
what are you reviewing next, then, Mark? You say?
I've got this Vandervape Jackaroo mini kit, which is very, very good. It's a built-in battery, but it's a 4,000 milliamp hour. It can hold a 30 millimeter. It's got a pretty decent, unique sub-on tank. So I'm gonna do that next because Vandervape have been good to me the last few weeks.
Converter?
I'm going to do the converter. Yeah, the converter. And I've also got the Vupu Vinci X2s. I've got them to do.
And you, just to clear things up, you were sent the converter by me, but it wasn't funded by me, was it not?
It wasn't, no. It was a wonderful Father's Day gift from Rebecca. Excuse me a second. Can you hear that?
Yes, yes, battery charger, isn't it?
No.
What's he doing?
Thing. Yeah, and I agree with Boris, man. They're taking some of us for mugs, these reviewers. And I'm sorry.
Why is that, though? Why?
I'm the last person you want to try and mug off because I'll make you look like fucking fools.
Yeah, but why would they do that? That's what I don't understand. You're one of the biggest reviewers in the UK. You get the views, you've got the subs, so why would they do that? I don't get that.
Well, I'm not anymore, am I?
Well, even, Mark, to be fair with you, I'm not fucking licking your ass or nothing like that, but even without you reviewing, you've still got the subs. You put a video out tonight, you've still got the views, so they ain't going to lose nothing. That's what I don't understand.
It doesn't matter. I'm not anymore. There's way bigger and better than me out there, but I don't like being, and I won't be mugged off by anyone, including fucking Geek Vape. So fuck them.
You see, I don't. Well, that's you have your personal opinion on it, but I see it as they've sent you something which is going to be a very applicable to starters, and like the way Dean has been reviewing starter kits and everything else.
Then why not send them to Dean and send me the fucking mods and the RDAs, if that's the case?
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
I can see where you're coming from, but I'm speaking for me being a wee shitty reviewer. I wouldn't care two shits what anybody sent me to review, whether it was the UK Vapester sent me a wee pod. Michelle won something off one of his things or bought something off, and he sent me a wee pod, a little tiny pod kit over. And I'm going to be doing a review on it because it's still a piece of equipment. It's still something
that's fine. What my point is, right. If I've worked for you for 4 years, send everything or send nothing.
Don't
pick and choose and send me the fucking shite.
If that came bundled with the other stuff, you'd have probably said, "Well, I will do it for them because they've sent it to me and they've sent the other stuff as well."
Which is what I told her: send everything or send nothing. So don't send anything in future because it will not get fucking reviewed or pimped by me ever.
Serious question from Coil. I haven't tried it. Anyone else?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Roy?
No.
Probably better asking Dean. Dean's well in with Aspire, so he's probably had it like.
We see even this Aspire. I wasn't given this. I mean, I bought it. I bought them for stock, but I took one out of stock and thought I'll have one for myself. So Aspire have never, ever, ever sent me a product. Aspire.
Yeah, I think I just want to answer someone in chat there, Fletch. Be grateful you're getting things for nothing. I think I've probably come across the wrong way there. I'm talking about Geek Vape specifically, all right? Because I've worked with them for so long and I've reviewed everything for years and years and years. Never picked and I've everything they've released I've reviewed from Geek Vape. Now they're picking and choosing. I don't like it, and I feel like they're fucking mugging me off. So I'm not gonna accept it, regardless of whether they sent it for free, Fletch. You know what I mean? I'll give you this, Fletch, if you want it. You can fucking have it, son. You can have it. I couldn't give them monkeys.
TVP, did you report Devil?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but it's not the fact of me being ungrateful at getting something for review. It really isn't that. It's the fact that I'm not going to be mugged off by a company like Geek Vape that I've worked with for fucking years and years and years. It's disrespectful and distasteful. That's it. And if they don't like it, tough.
So what happens, say next week you receive another box in from Geek Vape that's already been sent on its way to you with other bits and pieces in it. Are you going to eat your words and come back and say, oh, I'm sorry?
I won't need to eat my words because I've done it privately. I've said it privately. I've spoken to the powers that be at Geek Vape and told them straight how I feel. Now, if anything else comes, I'll tell you all straight, look, they fucking took on board what I said and sent this. There won't be no eating words.
Because our Dean said that they sent him one bit and then a few days later, the rest of it, or a few weeks later, the other stuff came. They sent the G18 1 week and then a few weeks later, the other stuff came.
What stuff?
The other bits and pieces got from Geek Vape.
What though?
Yeah, but the mods now from Geek Vape a month ago, weren't they?
The Aegis Legend 2, that's 2 months old now. So
yeah, I know what you mean. It's more about the relationship. That's what it's about, isn't it? You've worked with somebody for 4 years with not a hiccup and then boom.
It's the relationship, mate. Listen, I've been out to dinner with people from Geek Vape. I've eaten at the same table as people with Geek Vape. They've been a big part of my reviewing life for a long, long time, and this is what I'm saying.
No, I get you, mate. I get that.
Fletch, them boobs were my missus. I am catching up on chat. I'm nearly there now. Yeah, I haven't been participating much in this. I think that's not fair. A lot of the Chinese companies have got zero loyalty whatsoever.
No.
And I've been on the receiving end of that for months, and it's getting worse. It really is getting worse. I mean, just the other day, and I sent you boys in our private chat some pictures. I was told, please don't share these pictures. Yeah. And I thought, that's a brand new product. And believe you me, it was stunning. I loved it. And I said, yeah, I'll be into that. Definitely.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah, I remember.
I'll buy them. And I committed to buy instantly. And I said, yeah, definitely have them. And not sort of naff numbers either. Pretty good numbers. And then I did a search online and find out that, I'll say who it was. It's 3F Vape have already got them. And the reason I couldn't share the picture is because it was their stock. They were Stabwood mods. And that's why I couldn't share the pictures, because it was theirs. And they'd already got it. So they get offered it first. They've got their stock. They have their chance to sell it. And then, in the great UK, we better offer it to them now. Well, I don't want it. It's old then. Why the hell should I have it now? So I had a massive fallout with them. Massive.
Yeah, there's no loyalty from companies. So why in God's name should we be loyal to them?
That's a company I've spent.
What, at some professional courtesy? What professional courtesy? This is not my job. I don't need to be fucking professional to anybody. Nobody tells me to be professional to somebody I work for free. Ever. Sorry. If that's my boss who pays my wages and pays my fucking rent, then professional courtesy, absolutely. But when I'm working for you for free, promoting your shit for free, don't talk to me about being professional, ever. Ever.
Who said that then?
No, I'm just saying about talking about. No, I'm talking about loyalty, and why companies have to. There's no loyalty. So why should we show them the same courtesy? We shouldn't. You know, and a lot of these Chinese companies do bang on about professionalism and this and fuck
I
off.
see. I'm with you.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Jog on.
Yeah, but
You want professionalism? Send it to Roy. If you don't, then send it to me. Like there's people out there who are very, very professional, like Roy, and that works like you, Roy. You're very, very professional at what you do. You know what I mean? But not when this is for free. Pipe down. Yeah, you don't fucking tell me to do anything at any time ever.
I ain't professional.
I think you are, boy.
Full stop.
I think you're fine.
I'm relaxed. But at the end of the day, if you get something for free, and you're doing it for free because you want to do it, then do it with a standard. Don't throw your balls out of the pram just because you get sent something that you don't think you're worthy of. That's the way I see it. If someone sent me a bottle of juice to review,
then you've not been in my shoes for the last 4 years, having that relationship with Geek Vape, have you? So you can't say throw your balls out of the pram or throw your tries out of the pram when you've not had the relationship that I've had. You've not sat down with dinner with the
it's
CEO
not a relationship.
of Geek Vape.
They wanted to send you the stuff, and you wanted to review it. So therefore, it's not really. It's a mutual relationship. And just because of that happens, and just because the way things change, and they send you something which you feel that is below you, then
No, it's not.
Nobody's saying it's below me, right? That's. I never said that once. Never once did I say it was below me. What I'm saying is, why the fuck?
I'm not going to review.
Why the fuck does a company
You're right,
pick
Jack.
and fucking choose and send me the fucking shit?
We'll have a chat.
That's the question. Nobody said.
We'll have a pint.
When did I ever say that was below me? Never said that.
You're saying it's
I'm
a piece of shit.
reviewer. This is a vape.
It's a yeah, exactly. They've sent a vape reviewer a vape. End of story.
So they couldn't send the old list, the original old list. They couldn't send the Legend 2. They couldn't send the new RDA, the new Z RDA, but they send me that pen. That's okay. But everybody else,
that is sounding like sour grapes. That just sounds like sour grapes. I'm sorry, that just sounds like sour grapes.
No, I don't agree, Roy. I'm sorry.
I don't agree. I think you.
You can not disagree with them all you want, but it's sour grapes. Oh look, such and such got such and such, but I'm getting this.
Roy, what you got to remember though, like I said, I'm not licking Max.
He's
reviewed for 4 years.
No.
He's reviewed everything for 4 years, and then you don't get nothing, and then he gets Poxy Pen. Where is the loyalty on that? There, because he's had a good relationship for 4 years and done everything that's come in for him. He's promoted, and then he gets a pen. So I totally get what he is on about, totally, and I agree with him all the way.
It's a product that somebody sent out.
So where's the last 4 products? Where's the last 4 products they released? Where are they? Why didn't I get them?
Yeah. He's right, Roy. You know he is.
Answer the question, Roy. Why did I not get?
Where have you been for the last? But where have you been for the last year?
You know exactly where I've been. You know exactly where I've been.
You haven't been here. So therefore, that's what Geek Vape sent. You haven't been constantly putting stuff out. Dana's been constantly putting stuff out. I don't get stuff sent to me because A, I'm shit, because B, I'm very inconsistent at putting stuff out. But I know that, and I don't give 2 shits whether somebody sends me something or not. I'm not going to go onto a live show and go, this company's shit because they sent me a vape pen.
Did I say they were a shit company? So you're putting words into my mouth, right?
You called them a shit company.
Number fucking 1, you said, I said they're a shit company. Never said that. Read it, watch it back. Number 2, you said, beneath me. Never said that. So what the fuck are you implying, Mark?
Don't mention your words.
Listen, lads, come on. Look, it's a friendly banter show. But
fuck off. I'm off. I'm leaving. Fuck you.
Hang on. Well, sorry, folks.
I should be the one that's leaving. I'm the one that's caused it. But at the end of the day, if he's going to go onto a live show and go, they've sent me this bit of shit and blah 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 whatever.
To be fair, Roy, I agree with him because how I see it, over the years, he's reviewed their products. Okay, yes, he might have missed some out, which is probably what you're implying, but he's still done that. He's been with them at expos, he's been to dinner with them, and then they get some nice new products. They overlook him for them and then send him a pen. I 100% agree with him. I'm sorry.
It's the relationship. He's built up a massive relationship over a mate. It's not 6 months. It's over a number of years. That's what I do understand him. I get him. I really do.
I know that Roy gets sent, whatever you get sent, you review it, whether it be a pen, whether it be a bottle of juice, whether it be a SMRT coil, whatever, you review it. But when you haven't had perhaps the big parcels arrive and you think, God, that's another one for the queue. God, that's another one for the queue. And at times, Mark will have said, I must do these because they've sent them to me. I will work my way through them. And he has. So he's done that part for them.
That bit I understand. And if Mark had been still doing it, still going the way he was a year and a half ago, pumping the reviews out every other week, but he's been away for such a big. He went away, he packed it all in, he came back, and then he came back to reviewing. Then it was still the number of reviews weren't going out. And yes, I understand in the last months he hasn't had it easy. He's got got personal issues to deal with and everything else. But that to me, when a company's looking at somebody, they want to know that the person's going to put reviews out, get the review out there, and get it done. And like if they looked at like a Dean, I'm only picking on Dean because he's in chat. Dean puts the reviews out week in, week out. So that's why companies will send them. UK Vape, there's another one, puts reviews out week in, week out. And that's they'll see that, and they'll see that yes, they're still relevant, they're still getting the numbers out, they're still doing this, they're still doing the other. If someone's coming back to the review scene, the company needs to know, is it worth my while sending this stuff out to somebody?
It's not even just reviews. Mark was just talking about the new Vandy vape that he's got. He's on this show. He's promoted it already. That's part of that job. So he's got that, but he's not going to hold a pen up on this show, is he? And say, I got this from Geek Vape. How lucky am I? Shame I didn't get the other ones. There is a difference there. There is a difference. But we'll move on. What's Dean put there? Put it on broadcast. With how TVP has worked with Geek Vape over the years, I completely understand where he's coming from. I've had it with other companies in the past, and it's a piss take. Companies I've worked with for years, and I've had it as well, Roy, with a company that I'll tell you, I'll make no secret, it was Dovpo. I helped them, promoted them, bought all their stuff, and pretty much introduced them in the UK. And then I got overlooked at Expo. Their new resin mod that they had, they told me they didn't have any, and I saw Dean walking around with one, I saw MF walking around with one, I saw Vic walking around with one. Everyone had one but me, and I thought, well, they haven't spent 30 grand with you, but I have, and I can't have one, and it is, that was basically where we're coming from. It's the loyalty of Chinese firms. That's where we were coming from. Mark's still in chat. Mark, why don't you pop back on, mate? Honestly, there's no reason for us four boys to fall out. We never have yet. And I would hate to think we're going to do it tonight. I don't think that should be a thing.
Come on, Mark. Get your ass back on, mate.
Oh, dear. Right.
We'll just agree to disagree, and it's just a bit of banter. Heat of the moment thing.
I knew out of the comments I would, not because because I don't want them being public knowledge. But shame tonight, folks. We don't want. We've never had an upset on this show ever, even behind the scenes. And didn't really want to see it tonight. I think we'll cut this one off early. We'll say our good nights. It's a pity I don't like it. I don't do any of these things to have upset, and that should never be, really.
Yeah.
So, Roy, would you like to say your good nights?
Good night.
Jackson.
Massive thanks to everyone in chat. Obviously, I haven't got chat on because I can't do two. I'm a man. I can't do two things at once. Get a bit complicated. No, I've enjoyed myself. Obviously, bit at the end, but it's just one of them. It's difference of opinions at the end of the day. We're all going to agree to disagree on certain things. I don't think that no one's in the right, no one's in the wrong. It's just we have opinions. Us four get on very well on the show and out the show. It's just slightly a lick up. And I hope to see us all again next week. Same time, same place for the best show, the best vape show in the UK.
Thank you, Jackson. Lovely. Thanks, everybody, especially for voting for the I can't even say it now or read it. Steminists, which is for an app. So thanks everyone for doing that. Thanks everyone for your comments in chat. I apologise for the end. I'm sure we'll resolve it behind the scenes. I hope that we do. You know, if people knew us, they would know that we don't have this sort of thing here. But you know, we don't normally have one faltered word. But you know, we'll move on from it, I'm sure. So until next week, same time, same place, and well done to England with the football. Well done. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
Bis leider. Bye bye.